What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kangaroo Black. I'm just coming on with the AP Top 25 for week 3. I'm only going to go over the top 10. I'm not going to go all the way down to 25. So, but I will let you know Florida remained at number 11, which deservedly they should. I don't think they should drop even though they lost yesterday. It was a tough game, man. It was a good game, too. They fought hard. They was down 21-3, and they came back. So, hey, they showed a lot of toughness. So, I think they'll build off of this. And, hey, they might be a tough opponent for a lot of people down the road, like Georgia. And they gotta play Georgia, Ole Miss. So, they might be tough for them. So, we'll see what they do after this game. But coming in at number 1, we got Alabama, which they remained at number 1. Even though they only had a 2-point win, it was close, man. We got to get better on defense. That's all I can say. We got to work on our defensive secondary. We got to work on our running game. I think our running game only gained about 75 yards on the ground. That ain't gonna work. Not in the future, especially if you get to the playoff. You gotta have a running game. So you can't go in the playoff one-dimensional. So, but Alabama remained at number 1. Georgia remained at number 2 with a blowout win of South Carolina. We all knew South Carolina couldn't mess with Georgia. Kirby Smart, I don't know what he be thinking about. He took J.T. Barrett out and put Stetson Bennett in. First pass he threw was an interception. So I don't know what the hell Kirby Smart was thinking on that deal. Yeah, Stetson Bennett played pretty good last week against UAB. But UAB and the SEC team is something totally different, even if it is just South Carolina. But Georgia remained at number 2. At number 3, you got Oregon. Oregon, they moved up one spot from number 4 to number 3. They already beat Ohio State, so hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I know Oregon in the Pac-12, but they playing some pretty good football right now. So we'll see if they can hold on and win out and make it to the playoffs. Number 4, you got Oklahoma. Oklahoma been struggling these 3 games. They struggled a little bit yesterday in the first half. But Oklahoma got to get better if they want to make it to the playoff. So they can't struggle every week and expect to come out with a win. Some of these smaller schools they playing, they should be dominating them guys. But they came in at number 4. Number 5 is the Iowa Hawkeyes. I don't know nothing about Iowa, the Hawkeyes, so I can't even pretend to act like I know something about them because I don't watch them. But I guess they pretty good if they rank number 5. So yeah, they playing good football over there, I guess. Penn State come in at number 6. And I think they rose like 4 spots from number 10 to number 6 after they beat Auburn. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad they beat Auburn. I was cheering for Penn State. And I want to say thank you, Penn State, for beating up on Auburn. Auburn been playing the bullet these last 2 games. They went and picked on and beat up poor Akron Zips, whatever you call them. They picked on and beat up poor Alabama State Hornets. But they bit off more than they could chew yesterday. They messed with a big dog and got their butt whooped, and I'm so glad. And I don't think they left Happy Valley so happy. I guess the whiteout got to them, and I'm glad they did. Sorry, Auburn fans. No, I'm not. So, but at number 7, we got Texas A&M. Texas A&M has struggled a little bit too with some smaller schools. They gonna have to get better when they get to Ole Miss. If they gotta play Ole Miss in Florida, they gotta play us. So they play us October 9th. So I'm sure Saban will have them ready. Texas A&M ain't showed me nothing. All the hype that was surrounding them before the season, I don't know where it went because they sure ain't showed me nothing. I ain't been impressed with Texas A&M, but they at number 7. So I guess they doing something right, at least enough to stay in the top 10. Number 8, you got Cincinnati Bearcats. I don't know too much about them either, so I ain't gonna even get on it, but I guess they pretty good. They at number 8. So it is what it is. Clemson coming in at number 9. Clemson done fell off. They ain't what they used to be. That's all I'm gonna say. They ain't what they used to be. They struggling with these teams, and they had Georgia Tech yesterday. They usually beat the brakes off Georgia Tech. But I'm looking at Dallas and the Chargers right now. I hope Dallas lose, but Clemson, they usually beat the brakes off Georgia Tech. But yesterday they had a hard time. They came out with the win, but it was hard for them, especially in the first half. And the game before that, they struggled. I forgot who they played last week, but they struggled mightily too. In the first half they did, but they wind up beating the brakes off I forgot who they played, but they won pretty big. It was a small school. But hey, it is what it is. Clemson, you ain't what you used to be. So go on and hang it up. At number 10, you got Ohio State. Ohio State been struggling too. They played Tulsa yesterday. They was in for a fight in the first half. So Ohio State, I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs. So they'll get a bowl game, but I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs. They gotta play Michigan, Maryland playing good ball. They in the Big Ten. Penn State playing good ball. Michigan State playing good ball. So hey, we'll see. We'll see. So it is what it is, man. Ohio State, you better get on the ball. Better step it up. You're at number 10 right now. And I don't see you making the playoffs unless a whole lot of stuff changes with these 9 teams ahead of you. So hey, you better hope and wish. But that's the top 10. Alabama holding on to number 1. Georgia holding on to number 2. Hey, the rest of them is irrelevant. So we'll see how it all end up at the end of the season. I'm sure Alabama will be in the playoffs. Georgia, I mean, you got some teams you got to play that's playing good ball. You got to play Florida. You got to play Ole Miss. So I think you got to play Ole Miss. But let me look at your schedule right quick, Georgia. See what y'all got. So we'll see. You got to play. Well, you got Vanderbilt this week. That's an easy win. Arkansas, they playing some good ball right now. We'll see how it end up. Auburn, you'll beat Auburn. Kentucky, you'll beat them. You got to play Florida. They playing good ball. So yeah, you don't have to play Ole Miss, but Florida, that'll be your toughest game. Arkansas, they playing good ball, but I don't think they can hang with y'all right now. They ranked at number 16. So you got Georgia. You got Arkansas, Auburn, Florida. That's the toughest games. I don't see Florida beating. I don't see Arkansas beating. I really don't see Florida beating, but anything can happen. So hey, it is what it is, man. I'll say by week 5, everything is going to be coming down to the wire. So even though you got 13 games, so by week 5, 6, we'll have an all right picture. So, but yeah, Florida at number 11. Florida, they got to play, like I say, Georgia. That's pretty much. That's your Georgia, LSU, which is nobody right now. But so Florida, you should be all right. You'll make a bowl game, but like I say, if got to be something catastrophic to happen, in the rankings for y'all to move from number 11 and get in the playoffs. But that's the top 10. That's the top 10. Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, Oklahoma, Iowa, Penn State, Texas A&M, Cincinnati, Clemson, Ohio State. So I'm going to end this video, and I'll talk to y'all later, and roll tide.